I hear Von Hilton, you're talking shit about me again, huh? I hear that Hilton Stinky is running his mouth on me again, so it's time for me to get on again.
Larry lied to my face, said he had taken medical power of attorney away from me.
Von Hilton, I've never went face to face with you and told you that I had the medical power of attorney, you fucking retard. Don't be telling people that I told you that, because I never fucking did, bitch. And you got something to say about it? Come over to my house and tell me. Come face to face to me.
And if I got to take it all the way, I will remind everyone the Supreme Court is only 9 hours drive away that direction. It's only a 9-hour drive away. I can get up at 3 o'clock in the morning and I can be at the Supreme Court filing my Maricus beef or whatever the fuck you call it by 12 noon.
Yeah, and you're going to go to the Supreme Court? Go for it. Go on and go. Von Hilton, you probably have problems driving to the dollar store, let alone 7-hour drive. Von Hilton, you say that Children's Services cannot come in your house and take your kids. Buddy, they sure can. For one, let's try us back up a little bit. Last year, you said that Children's Services came out there with 2 cops. Yesterday, you say they come out there with 4 cops. Do you know how to count? Oh, I already know that answer. You don't. And Children's Services can take your kids for anything they want, Von Hilton. You cannot stop them. The reason they come out there with cops is because you told the CSB workers you were going to shoot them. They should have arrested you on the spot. You say you're a moderate citizen? Moderate citizens don't prey on children like you do. Don't care what you say. I don't care if Andrea was 18 years old. You were in your fucking 50s almost. That's a child. That is a fucking child. I don't care if she's 18 years old or not.
You know, I'm like, why in the hell didn't you tell that son of a bitch before he walked into the courtroom with that fake ass will? I guess they wanted to make sure that, you know, he gets all of the blame when everything goes down.
You say you're going to get Jim for falsifying a fucking will? Sorry, buddy. No go. Because that will was made by your mother, not Uncle Jim. The only reason your will is working right now for you is because you made your mommy do it when the power of attorney was taken from Jim. Vaughn, you fucking can't even add. So how in the fuck do you remember anything or know anything? You don't know shit but what you think you know.
You don't steal people's children. You don't do that shit. So they saw that I was potty training a puppy, and they took the kids for that. They said, we're taking your kids. I said, for what? For what?
They didn't take your children from because the dogs were sitting there shitting on the floor. They probably took them because your kids was using the shit as soccer balls. Because your house was a pigsty.
I had a housekeeper. The house was clean. Kids were fine. I was fine. There was nothing wrong.
You didn't have a maid, remember? You say you did, but you didn't, because I know your maid. One time a month, you would have your house clean. Sometimes you didn't have them clean for 6 fucking months. And then she tried charging you double, and I'm not paying that. I'm not paying that. That's how the guns started disappearing, right, Vaughn? You gave her the guns for cleaning the house. Take it to court, Vaughn. She will go to court. I'm tired of you running your name on the frost. So you better fucking knock it off, Von Hilton. He was a bad parent, and yes, he is lazy as fuck. If it ain't doing something on the computer, he's not doing it. Why you think Andrea left? The reason he's pissed off is the frost is because we know the truth. And now I am out there telling the truth.
The funeral home is not going to have, if you want to send them money, they'll take it. But they're not going to put it towards mom. They'll just say, "Hey, it's free will donation. Thanks, guys. Bye."
I don't. If they do that, that's a big legal issue for them.
It has to come through me. Right,
But
but
they have to be out of business pretty quickly at that point.
They have to know. They have to know that it's coming through me, though. See,
Well,
there's nothing. There's nothing to understand. They want $7,000.
You know, remember the day she died? Nobody can pay for her funeral but him. How to get paid? Sure wasn't him, because I know who paid it. Nobody can do it but him. Remember? You can't send that money to the funeral home to take care of it. I walked in there with cash and paid for it, Vaughn Hilton. Vaughn, you don't know shit. Before you start running your fucking mouth about the law and about every fucking thing else, you better go start reading some books, and you better go back to 4th grade and learn how to read. Why did they take your kids, Vaughn? A dirty, nasty house. Not no fucking dog poop.
Hello.
Oh, hello. Come and get your babies.
Roger that.
Huh?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. It ain't even been an hour.
Oh, that's what you think.
It ain't, Ma.
Come and get all three of them.
Okay, I'll come and get them.
Okay.
All right. I don't know why. I don't know why.
He sent his kids over to his mom's house for she can feed them and take care of them while they slept and got on the computer and did whatever they wanted to do. He even had that one out there. What? She's only had them 3 hours. Why is she sending them home? Because they're not her responsibility. It is not your mother's responsibility to take care of your kids, Vaughn Hilton.
You know, it's all good, man. Everything's the way that the reason the gods let this drag out as long as they did is so that it will get to the place to where nobody is going to be able to blame anyone except the Frosts and Stivers. That's the way the gods set it up, apparently. And I will be held completely blameless. They won't be able to say or do anything to me at all.
You know, I think it's so fucking funny he blames the Frosts, the lawyers, everybody but himself. Everybody's problem but his own. They took his kids because he lived in a nasty house and he wouldn't take care of them. He sent the fucking kids to school with mustard all over their shirt. He sent the kids to school with head lice medicine still in their hair. He never combed their hair before they went to school. He never even looked at their clothes before they went to school. He let them dress themselves and send them out the door. Why, he's playing on the computer. Never turned around and looked at them to see if they were decent. They could have went to fucking school naked. He would have never known.
Oh, boy.
When you refuse to let children's services come in your house and see your house and see your children and tell them to get off your porch or you're going to shoot them, yeah, they're coming back the next day with the sheriffs. Yeah, if it wasn't for Aunt Alice, them kids probably wouldn't have ate. Every time they went to her house, she was feeding them. You guys seen how nasty Aunt's bedroom's looking? Garbage all over the floor, right dead behind him on that. What do you call that thing? It's like a thing that sits at the end of your bed and you put quilts and stuff in it. Some kind of chest kind of deal. Do you see all that shit that's all over that? That has never been like that. I know Alice is rowing in her fucking grave right now because of that house. Well, the properties are his. They're all his. But personally, I think his mom had dementia when she made that will. Or he made her do it. As far as I know, I don't know if he's paying the taxes or not. He's supposed to be paying them. And I hope he ain't, for he loses them. Vaughn Hilton, you say what, we killed her because we let her get that shot? We killed her? No, Vaughn, you killed her. You're the one that left her laying on the floor for an hour. You're the one that left 3 times and then finally came back and went home and called the hospital to send an ambulance. As soon as you walked in, you should have seen her on the floor and went to her phone, dialed 911 and said you needed an ambulance. Because you know you couldn't have got her up off the floor. You should have called the ambulance right there and then. Oh, fuck, you didn't want to do that. Because if you did, your mommy probably still be alive today. And you wouldn't have that house. You wouldn't be where you're at right now. You'd still be over in that other little stinky trailer of yours. But no, now you're in the big trailer and you're stinking it up and destroying it.
Stivers has to know, by now at least, that Frost was in family court trying to get my kids taken away from me so that he could steal this property, because that's the exact modus operandi for why I was locked out of the double wide. You know, we now have the video, the infamous video, where the YouTube trolls are telling Ronnie Ray, hey, you got to lock him out of that double wide so that he can't get his kids back in November and they can be adopted out. I've got that video, and you can bet your sweet ass that video is going to make its way to every media. It's going to make its way to every judge. It's going to make its way to every place I can think of. The governor, the attorney general, everybody's going. And when everybody watches that video, people are going to start going to jail. Hopefully Stivers and the Frost starting with them, and then subsequently anybody else that affiliates themselves with them.
You know, Von Hilton says he's going to put Ronnie Ray in jail for changing the locks on Alice's house. Von Hilton, you can't put nobody in jail. The power of the estate has the legal rights to change any lock he wants to on any fucking piece of property that belonged to her. We didn't fucking change the locks to keep you out. We just changed the locks, period. So what? It kept you out. You didn't need to be in your fucking mom's house going through all her shit. You can wait until you get it. Oh, I forgot. You wanted that free internet that was sitting on her table. Surprised you could even see it was there, because you sure didn't see the fucking bank statements sitting on the table, did you? Because if you did, you would have got your dad's will. You would have got your dad's estate. When you didn't get it, your mommy did. Since you stole her $30-something thousand from her, I had to turn that estate in. And I collected it for her she had money in the bank. And if it wasn't for me, Von Hilton, when she died and you got that money, you wouldn't have got that $32,000. That was from your dad's life insurance policy, you retard. It wasn't $2 million shots. It was a lousy $29,897 to be something like that. And personally, I can't say it for a proven fact, but I'm going to say it anyways. I think he's been stealing money from her all along, ever since he moved there. Miss Alice moved there in 93, and he wasn't far behind her. She bought the place Uncle Jim's in right now. Then she bought the place that Irvy was in, and her and Big Irvy moved there. And Little Irvy moved into where Jim's at. Okay. Few years went by, and she got tired of the old nasty-ass trailer she was in. She went out and bought a brand new trailer, which is the double wide that Irvy's in right now. So Irvy went to the junkie trailer. Now she has a home sitting down the street from her, and she don't know what she's going to do with it. She sold it to Jim and Millie. Big Irvy got sick. The insurance company didn't want to cover the whole fucking bill. They wanted Alice to take some of her money and pay for it. And so her and Big Irvy got a divorce. She went and spent $129,000 on the brick home that was right next door and moved him in there. Von Hillen, you don't know shit.